Cajun B, Sipnix as well as Fetish. And then over on iBUYPOWER, we've got Steel, Dazed, Skadoodle, Swag, and AZK.
Exactly right. In the male tournament, at least, the last American hope here. North American hope, because there are 2 Canadians playing on this team. As far as I know, Steel and AZK both from Canada. So got to remember that too. And
they're all kind of from up north for the most part. Skadoodle's all up in a small town of Iowa, which I know that's
practically Canada. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So I sit there and we picked on him the other day or yesterday.
Well,
about him having a tractor, which I have a horse and I wear cowboy boots, so not really.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But now look at this, though. We are actually going to be live with the game here as dupreeh is going to be peeking up. And what a quick exchange. Instantly goes down just as he gets the kill. Cajun is going to be dropping. This is a good entry here from the iBUYPOWER team. Sipnix trying to make his way around, but there's a smoke covering. He's going to jump through with the flashbang. He's not going to check that corner. And that's going to be a free meal here for Skadoodle. Actually, he misses the shot. He's going to go down. That's a big mess up.
Yeah, Skadoodle's going to mock it, kind of write that one up and say, okay, got to do better next time. So now we've got left up to Sipnix, who pushed through that smoke and still alive. And see if he can pull off this 1 versus 3, and that's going to finish things off. AZK, the Canadian, here with iBUYPOWER, and they'll pick up their first round here.
And I mean, in spite of Skadoodle's missed opportunity to get a kill, it seemed like iBUYPOWER was still well in control of that round. Not much of an issue here. So good start here for the North American team. We shall see.
Yeah, kind of giving you an idea of how this teams have been playing so far. Dignitas earlier in the day played against 3D Max. That was 16-2. When iBUYPOWER played against 3D Max, it was 16-11. We can kind of go deeper and into it later on if needed, but I think that you get the point.
Cajun up here, sees that 75. Oh, he misses a chance, and Dazed is just basically ignoring him. He's going to go down, but so will Cajun. Swag rating on the wings to see if he could help out just a little bit.
Dazed was Dazed was expecting Swag to give him that cover fire. That's why he just did not care to turn around. And so there you have it, a jumping CZ to take down dupreeh.
It's a good attempt from Device, just trying to see if he can land some of those USPS headshots, but doesn't quite get the timing right. So this CZ 75 armor round, which actually, well, happened for like half the Dignitas team. You can see that dupreeh and Cajun still have some money left. Doesn't work out all too well for them.
All right, so again, the last man standing will be Sipnix again. Let's see if we've got 3 AKs that they're going to try to look to save here. And Sipnix is just looking for the exit. And they're going to go ahead and check through mid right now. You'll have Swag, he'll try to stay alive there. AZK is going to fall, which Sipnix will not pick up a weapon here. No, it's too far of a kill there, so he's going to swing back in and see if he can get to the apartments. He could not, and so ends up just a kill. He'll keep his body armor and the smoke and flash. But we'll still see another save coming in here for Dignitas.
Double grenade, probably going to be down for the middle, which is a kind of a fun idea. The chances they'll kill anyone is almost next to 0, because everybody really do try and dodge these grenades, and iBUYPOWER will do the exact same thing. They take like 3 or 4 damage, and that's pretty much it. Attempted a coordinated rush down the middle here with the pistols, and they do get the 2 kills in here. So already a pretty good success from Dignitas. See if they could do a little bit more, though.
Not only did Device pick up a kill, but he also picked up the AK. So now we're back over here to a 2v3. Full nade set. You've got a Molly is smoke as Swag takes down Fetish. Now it's going to be left up to Device. He's going to push through that smoke. He, of course, was the one that has that AK. He can decide to save this AK if you'd like to.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
He looks like he elects to, and we'll pay attention to the overview and see if we're going to see any of these players start to bail out early and start to look for that AK.
They could definitely do it. And they don't have...
Still shouldn't, though. He has a full nade set that's pretty expensive.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's 14,600 combined right now on iBUYPOWER, the sort of collective equipment value. Right. So, yeah, there's a lot of money to be thrown away here. And they also have a whole map to check, so I think they're going to be fine just doing it like this.
Yeah, Yeah, so there you go. Still continues to push forward. But now we're going to see our first gun round here. As iBUYPOWER, they've got this 3-0 lead. And you can see, take a look at what they've bought so far. Fetish has bought himself a FAMAS. The reason being he bought himself an incinerator grenade. And so we'll have to take a look and see where he ends up using this. Probably going to fall later in the round. Ping it up. Maybe not. He's just going to wait for that push up. And once they start to hit this area, you're going to see him probably first start off with the smoke grenade, and then later he'll use the incinerator grenade.
Well,
so no, he backs up. He's going to get forced out. He needs to drop this one, but needs to be worried about that smoke that's right around the corner. Actually, his teammate that's there with him, that Sipnix, lofted his smoke to kind of deter that entry there.
They really, I think iBUYPOWER wanted to force a couple of smokes out with doing this, and actually they didn't. Sipnix held on to his. Fetish did use the Molotov just now, and he's going to peek up behind it. Almost catches Skadoodle, but not quite. Steel going to get a kill on device as well. Cajun with a good return on Steel, and this is looking really good for iBUYPOWER. If they win this 4th round, they're going to be off to a magnificent start here already in the first half.
Yeah, so far they still have 40 seconds left here in the round. They know that all the smokes have been used from the CT side for the 2 players that were over in that site. What they don't know is that all 3 players do not have smokes. Now it looks like they're going to execute over there. One smoke over there for the CT side, one over there towards the spools. And we're about to see an execute here in just a moment. Actually, since they didn't push in quickly enough, Cajun B started to rotate back towards the CT spawn area, but he's actually going to come back around and help out his teammate, spraying through the smoke right now. So they're going to have to worry about both angles. Skadoodle missing the shot there on the Sipnix. Sipnix staying alive long enough. 8 seconds left here in the round. It's just ticking away. They have not gotten the bomb planted yet. They're still worried about Sipnix. They will not get the bomb planted. Be on the lookout for Dupree to hightail it out of there. He does, and so it looks like Dignitas has taken the round 3-1 now in favor of iBUYPOWER. Smart play. That's one of the things that I feel is has been a downfall for Dazed in his calls in the past. I don't know if it's been the way, as of recent, but he likes to execute strats pretty late in the rounds, especially on a map like Inferno.
I mean, this time it clearly backfired. I'm wondering why they thought it was a good idea to take that prolonged fight. But Sipnix did stay alive for an unreasonable amount of time in the back of that site. So maybe that shows what it comes down to. They were expecting that he would die a little bit sooner. Skadoodle has picked up the AWP, which is always cool to watch him do that kind of rifling. And he's pretty good at it.
Yeah, so we'll see him kind of work and then kind of anchor himself over there in between mid and the banana side. So he can quickly switch to watching over there towards the car and back over to watch inside of mid, while his teammates continue to work over there towards the apartments and alternate mid. You can check out the smoke here. See if we can follow the classic Anders. Not the best follow that I've seen from Anders in a while.
We could do better. We'll do better later.
You've done a lot better in the past, but here comes the smokes coming over the top, and it looks like we will see. They haven't really pushed through yet. There was a perfect counter smoke, and that's going to slow them down. And so they've wasted all of their smokes. And Fetish is going to go ahead and set up over there towards that CT arc side, leaving Sipnix to hold down Banana by himself right now.
I think iBUYPOWER is simply trying to use, again, just like they did on B last time, they smoke off light, they're going to do a push, then they wait, and then they sort of creep up afterwards. The Dignitas see this coming from miles away. It's pretty cool. Skadoodle's going to pick up the first kill, though. Fetish from the library is going to come out with a shot here. Almost takes down Daze, but not quite. Steel and Swag are wrecking the other side of the bomb site, and this is going to be almost perfect for iBUYPOWER. Nicely handled.
One of the things that I do like about that is whenever they use those smokes to get to a point, they did push up. They pushed up over there towards the mid side, the mid CT side. And right now Sipnix is just trying to stay alive. He picks up 2. Skadoodle is going to try to do his best to hold on to this AWP. But one of the things that I do like about it, if you pull up the overview, I'll doodle for a second here. They actually pushed up to this point right here. So they were all in this area. And so what they did was they actually had Skadoodle that was watching this area right here, watching over there. I guess library's more here. I'm drawing at an angle, forgive me. So Skadoodle is actually watching over there towards library the whole time. And so he held that position. And after a while, you start to become a little bit flustered because the attack hasn't happened yet. So you start to rotate. And really, in that area, that alleyway over there towards jungle or the CT art side, that's usually where you get caught in transition. And that's where Skadoodle, he was basically hard scoped and he made that shot there. That's how they got that opening.
are looking really good here. Even at the end, the last Dignitas player got picked off. He didn't get saved from us, so it's a full eco coming out here from the Danish team. And iBUYPOWER, they're playing slowly. One round it was too slow, but apart from that, it's been pretty well timed. I mean, they are looking like they're well in control of Inferno right now.
Yeah, this is a complete save for Dignitas. That just shows you how low they really are. Just trying to pew. There's Fetish.
7 bullets left.
That kind of tells you something right there as well. He's going to have to push in and hope that he gets a kill. Will he get to use all 7? He's used 3 so far. And he will not get to use all of them.
Steel also picking up a kill on Dupree inside that library. And Cajun is going to be following right up. They've taken some damage here on the iBUYPOWER side, but so far nobody has died, even though Dazed and AZK are obviously been softened up a fair bit. Sipnik's looking the wrong way. It's going to be going down, and Skadoodle with the follow-up kill. Are they really going to make it out of this round without losing anybody? I mean, they don't have that much money, so actually a flawless round right here would be good for them.
It'd be really good. As you can see, Skadoodle was holding that angle, and Device is just looking for the exit. And they know that the area inside of mid should be clear for the most part. Looks like Still is going to go chasing, though. And there he is. Now he's going to make the call out there. They're going to go ahead and push back around there. And Still will pick up the kill. Will they stay alive long enough to not have to buy guns? Nope. Still will end up getting taken out by the bomb. So I'll have to rebuy, but I think he was probably one of the better ones. I know he's sitting at 3,900. So probably might have a teammate buy for him, depending. And that's what happened there. He had a teammate buy for him, and so that way he can buy a Molotov, smoke, and 2 flashes, as well as head armor.
Well, Device picking up an AWP, definitely a big deal. And he's going to take down Skadoodle, actually. AWPing on Inferno, something Device does really well. So it's kind of nice to see him do that. And obviously, Dignitas need to change something here, because whatever they've been doing hasn't been working. The defense just hasn't been good enough, which is surprising. Dignitas, generally speaking, on any old map, is a team that plays better on the CT side than they do on the terrorist side. So the fact that iBUYPOWER already have 5 rounds is pretty stunning.
One of the things that about opping inside of mid for Inferno, it becomes muscle memory after a while. You start to get used to making that same shot over and over again. So that's how I really think it kind of starts to favor the CT side, because on the T side, when you're trying to pick, we'll get into that. When you're on the T side, it's more reactionary. You're trying to be reactive to whenever you see someone, opposed to the CT side where you cross out, you make your shot, you're in movement, you're in transition, you're trying to make that. And so I think that's why Device won that against Skadoodle there.
Well, Molotov goes out. Cajun, is he going to find the right timing? He picks off the bomb carrier, but he's completely flashed. There's 30 seconds left here, and they're trying to make their way in. That's a good help out from Dupree. There is a Steel and Dazed are left now. Not that much of a chance for them here. 2 on 4 with very little time left. Device is going to pick up a kill, and Cajun with the last one. And finally, something working for the Dignitas team.
Yeah, Dignitas, again, starting off with that early pick inside of mid, taking that AWP out of the hands of Skadoodle. And let's see what they end up. So Skadoodle will have an AWP again. And looking at it over there on the other side, Swag bought himself a CZ as well as an AK. So they're going to be making this into another gun round here. And we'll see if Device actually takes that AWP over there towards Banana. He misses, actually legs AZK, but Skadoodle catching him right there. Now they're going to continue to push over here towards the B-bomb site. They're not going to take any time. Actually, they get fired out. That's Fetish. We do have a player rotating over there to help him out. That's Sipnik's. So they're going to go back and forth. They haven't really decided as of yet. AZK says, let's go. And they're going to head back over there towards that middle area and kind of slow things down again. And so there has been a trade here early in the round. And as we take a look at the defense, you've got 2 players, Sipnik's and Fetish, who are going to be watching over there towards that B-bomb site, and Dupree and Cajun B inside of A. And we'll see. There's a smoke that happened over there towards the CT side. I mean, Daisy is carrying the bomb back over there to watch over there towards Banana. So Steel's probably going to be a nuisance over there inside of A, and the bomb will actually go into B. And I actually drew Sipnik's over there towards the A side.
Fetish has to come up big. He has to stay alive for a long time, and just as I said that, apparently cursed him because he gets shot in the face with the AK-47. Now it's going to be down to Sipnik's. Well, kills one guy jumping over. But I think Swag made the buy with the bomb, and that's a good shot coming in from Dazed. He's very low on health, and he's already brought it back here into a 2-on-2. He's going to run right into Cajun, though, and that's going to be almost a free kill. So now it's on Swag, who I think currently is 9-1-1, so he's only died once and got 9 kills. Can he do a little bit more? Not this time. Cajun with a good triple, and Swag is going to find the second death of the game for himself here. So Dignitas finally starting to pick up some consecutive rounds, which is good. I think even if Dignitas manage to make this 10-5, it'll still be all right for iBUYPOWER. They can still work with this.
Yeah, looking at how that round kind of panned out, they did a great job of drawing. Steel was baiting over there, but the downside to that setup is they used all of their smokes already. So typically where you would smoke off over there towards the CT side and the B bomb side, that smoke was nowhere to be found because they didn't have any. Nice shot by Device. It's a solid shot.
Dupree landing, tiny bit of damage, and also Cajun down here by the quad side off the middle, just looking for well, anyone he can down in boiler.
This is a save, though.
It is a save, and I mean they have got some armor here on the iBUYPOWER side, but I think it's just a way to even out the economy. They're not buying this necessarily to try and win, but to get down a bomb plant would definitely be great.
Yeah, they're sitting at that 1,300 at the lowest, or 1,000 for Steel, but the rest of his team is at right around that 2K, 2,500. They're actually perfectly spread out because Skadoodle has that 2,900, which will allow him to buy an AWP, which is probably why we see him at a full save right there. He has a Glock and no armor.
Attempt to get out of the apartments is kind of going to get shot down quick, even with the head armor, or even with, yeah, it's not going to be enough here for Dazed. He just goes down. It's a nice triple kill from Dupree. So no bomb plant or anything. It would have been nice for iBUYPOWER, but even without so, they can actually all buy AKs, except for Steel. AK armor is not an option for him, so wondering if he's just going to go Galil or if he's going to go pistol and a bunch of grenades. Because actually, if you buy Galil armor at this point, you're going to have no grenades. And sometimes you're just of more value to your team if you have all these grenades. And he can always pick up a rifle somewhere else.
I'm a big fan of that type of mentality, is realizing what could happen later on the round. And so right now, we take a look there. You've got Cajun B who's pushed up. Device with another pick. And that pick actually came from the apartment side. He pushed all the way back up there. And you saw him on Cajun B's screen through the X-ray as he had pushed all the way up there to the apartments and got that pick onto Swag.
Yeah, very, very nicely done. These opening frags from Device, apart from just landing them the man lead, you can also tell that it's affecting iBUYPOWER because they sort of got used to in the first 5 rounds of just getting all the entry frags, and they could play the game that they wanted to play afterwards. Now they keep having to play from behind, and they're not playing quite as confidently as they were earlier.
Well, ever since Device picked up that AWP, things have kind of changed a little bit. As we'll see if Device can pick up another one. Through the smoke, still peeking directly after that pops, after the smoke decided to pop. I think that's just what you do as an operator. No matter what you, whenever that smoke or when you get blinded, you're going to shoot after a certain amount of time. And so he perfect timing there and able to pick up one. Now he's left up to Skadoodle, Dazed, and AZK. As we're on board here with Device, can he make it 3? And he does, and Skadoodle quickly answers back, but he's in a really tough spot waiting for his teammate to push out. Dazed does not push out. 7 seconds, again, trying to use every bit of the round timer, and it just does not pay off.
You get the sense, Corey, that maybe in that situation, because they were coming in from Archway, of course, 2 people here, and Dazed, up in the apartments maybe could have helped out a little bit if he's like, go on, troops, I'll join you as soon as, you know, as soon as the action starts happening, and then the end he's like, this is looking too dangerous, I'm not going to go.
The water's too hot.
Yeah, it felt like he sort of lured his teammates, you know, a little bit in. Could maybe have done a little bit more. It's another pistol armor, in fact, coming out here from iBUYPOWER, which is really interesting. This isn't something we see that much in the European team. I think most European teams would have just ecoed at this point, but Swag, it's enough for him. He picks up 2.
There's that smoke that I was talking about.
I mean, those are just some incredible openings.
Well, as we see that they go ahead and start off with the smoke, Dupree knows exactly where he's at. Smart move there to try to move over there. You can see that he's probably spamming through that wall right now. And but he does not make contact with Steel.
No. I think you even might need an AWP or something to shoot through. I think it's actually, at this point, it's just a little bit too much. Device, well, they can't really make their way in here. They just have to try and see if they can
And as soon as they went to go check, there's not a player there. They're going to have to fall back trying to save their weapons that they have. So one of the things that I liked about the start of this round is something that we talked about yesterday in terms of using those fire grenades. And I remember the other nade that I said I like, the flashbang that goes along with it. Well, we had seen there over there towards Banana, they threw the fire grenade, they threw the molly over the top, over there towards the car, but also there was a flashbang that went along with it. And so Fetish was completely blind whenever he was trying to get away. So he kind of rattled around in that area for a little bit too long and then got out of there. I think he only had like 20 health by the time he got out of there. That's why he was easily got taken down shortly after that.
Skadoodle very defensive opening against Device out here, and Device just at the very edge. This is so close. He's going to peek all the way down and take down Dazed instead.
Dazed is going to be frustrated right now.
Probably so. So actually Skadoodle's lenience with trying to go aggressive like that actually led to Dazed getting killed ultimately.
Yeah, so Device pushed up against the right side wall, or the left side wall if you're in the perspective of Skadoodle, and was able to take down Dazed. Dazed is probably really frustrated right now. As he kind of went very lax there inside of mid. Skadoodle will pick up the off there onto Cajun B.
Device looking for a little bit more, and he's going to pick up that double kill. Now they're erupting for an archway, and Fetish is there to try and put a stop to it. That's going to leave our Canadian player here, ACK, in a 1-on-3. It's a very tough task. He doesn't have a lot of health, and they kind of know exactly where he is. Grenade to follow, and it's going to be Dupree to take him down at the very end here. So,
nice
I mean,
flash.
Considering how this started off, right? This start here for iBUYPOWER actually was looking pretty good.
5-1, or 5-1 at that one point.
So I mean, from 5-1 into a 6-6, they've definitely cooled off iBUYPOWER, but then again, they've kind of accomplished what they need to on the first half. And again, they go for armor and, you know, 1 AWP and then armor pistol and everyone else.
So maybe Dazed is not too frustrated with Skadoodle as they decide to go ahead and buy an AWP here.
Very interesting.
He actually picked up, again, the even funnier to it is Dazed was the one that bottomed the op.
Like, I forgive you for not having my back that last round. Well, can they get...
Skadoodle probably said like 2 or 3 words to him. Yeah, my bad.
He's a very relaxed person, right?
he's from Iowa. If you know anything about the States, he's definitely from Iowa. He's very just, okay, very chill, relaxed is a good way of saying, yeah.
Are they going to rotate too much here, Dignitas? The bomb is still in middle. It could go either way. Dupree's obviously waiting on the quad side. They got Cage in here. They still have a good crossfire setup, so actually this isn't too bad. There's still a Molotov on Device as well. Yeah, they're going to end up running into the fire here. This is going to be... These are going to be some crispy Americans coming through this.
And there's that smoke. And it will not slow them down because they have 20 seconds left here to go.
Oh, Sipnix picking up a good triple, and it's going to be Device ending up. They didn't even use the Molotov. Apparently, the rifles were enough.
One of the things that I recall a matchup with Dazed on the team, and kind of the earlier iBUYPOWER, and they were facing off against Titan. And one of the things that Titan realized later, like near the second quarter of the game, whenever they were playing on the CT side, is that iBUYPOWER was not attacking until late in the round. And so they would hold on to their smoke grenades the entire game. They wouldn't use it until the very end, which normally we see them use at the beginning of the round, and they try to throw 3 or 4 smokes.
It's a good pop flash in. Fetish looking for more. Molotov is up as well. They're trying to push through, and Fetish is just wrecking them. Finally, he eventually goes down, but Sipnix is also still inside the bomb site, hiding in the fountain, right at the cover of smoke here, and ACK is going to go down. So Dignitas, they really managed to build a good consecutive round win here with 3 in a row, and then previously was 4 in a row. iBUYPOWER need to see if they can just get another round in here for the first half. It's going to be the 15th round now.
Wow, so just seeing that quick change in the game. Let's see what happens here as Device is elected to op over there towards that B-bomb site. He actually has 2 players that are right there with him, and they're going to go ahead and move out. Device says, I'm good. I've bunkered down here with my op. And they're going to go ahead and push over there towards that CT Art side. KGMB's going to back up. He does have 3 players there with him, or including him. And so now Swag's going to get the exchange. KGMB right around the corner. They kind of go back and forth, and Swag gets dropped there. Now it's going to be down to this 2-on-3. Dazed and AZK left alive here.
Oh, and actually somehow Dazed comes out on top. So now it is a 2-on-2. I'm not sure how Device managed to not get that kill. The one thing that's really working out here for the Danish team is that they do, after all, have the bomb cover. There's plenty of time this time, actually, for iBUYPOWER, unlike some previous rounds. So they can play this game a little bit. I mean, maybe Dazed can get a pick off with the orb.
40 seconds left here in the round, so we have another 20 seconds before they decide to go pick up the bomb. Oh, nice shot by AZK.
He's going to leave it all on Sipnix here. 1-on-2. Time is running a little bit low. If only he had some grenades. He's actually going to try and play a little bit of ring around the rosy. Now, if they were quick, they could have had the bomb and run to B, but now that they're wasting even more time, that becomes a big problem. So now they have to go back and meet Sipnix, in fact. So
they won't know that he's going to be coming from the same exact angle. He hears the footsteps there from Dazed. He's going to go ahead and pre-spray and trying to run away there. AZK chasing after him inside of the site. 5 seconds. It's going to be a game of cat and mouse right now, and the CZ finishing things off as Sipnix stays alive and picks up the round. 9-6 is your first half score.
That was an exceptionally well-handled situation for Sipnix. He seemed to have planned that out in his mind before it happened, and then it sort of, you know, reality ended up aligning with that plan in his head, which doesn't always happen. But it's a good feeling when it does, probably. So, I mean, 9-6, considering where we started off, is actually, I mean, Dignitas should be happy about this, but from a sort of overall standpoint, I would say this is still pretty good for iBUYPOWER.
Yeah, so we started off the game 5-1 in favor of iBUYPOWER, and that quickly went back in favor of Dignitas as we got tied up at 6-6. So they went on a pretty good run there for a while. So here we are in the pistol round of the second half. Take a look at the setup. You already have 4 players there from iBUYPOWER heading down towards Banana and leaving Swag by himself.
I would bet that this is a bit of a fake. I think they were hoping that they would come and fight AZK. If they ran into him and killed him, then they would keep rushing into B, and there would be 3 more people just waiting. So I think actually, yeah, they were ready to just sacrifice AZK for the greater good here, but instead it's going to be Swag going down, and they've made a quick rotation on iBUYPOWER's side. They saw that something was wrong here, and Fetish is taking a weird fight with Skadoodle where nobody really comes out on top. They're going to run through again for the smoke, and this time Skadoodle is ready to capitalize on the opening. It's going to be a 3-on-3 as iBUYPOWER are trying to make sure that they do not let go of this round. Skadoodle inside looking for more headshots, but he's not going to get him now. It's on Dazed. Picks up one, needs a little bit more.
He's got 1 player to worry about there inside of the apartments. He knows exactly where both of these players are located at. And smart enough, Device, he's going to go ahead and move back over there towards the boiler side. They're going to do a good job of team shooting here. Again, Dazed recalled 1 player being over there, so he's going to go ahead and check that area out. He does not have a kit, so they're going to see 1 peek. The other one's going to go ahead and hold, pushing around, and the KGMB will pick up the headshot. That was a smart move by Dazed, chasing after both of those kills. Actually, since he had not had a kit. So here we have it 10-6 now. As Dignitas doing a great job. They've recollected, they've figured out what they need to do, and it's starting to pan out for them.
Now, we did say this match only really decides the seeding, and in that sense, like, both Dignitas and iBUYPOWER should be out of the groups first, or as first or second. So that makes me think maybe that's the reason why we see the sawn-off shotgun here from Sipnix, because he must know that iBUYPOWER have got an armor pistol, because they've been doing that even on the terrorist side, even when they've been losing some rounds. So trying to check up the middle, see if they can make their way in somehow. iBUYPOWER getting a lot of really good kills here.
They start to push up there towards the A bomb site, which just so happens to be where most of those players were located at. And so right now, we've got Dupree. He's going to be right around the corner, battling it out here with Swag. Swag realizes he ran out of ammo, but they do have the bomb down. It's dropped over there towards that mid side. 55 seconds, a lot of time here to work with. But Dazed does pick up an AK. And we've got a smoke that's been brought out. Nice shot there by Dazed. Caught him out in the open. And so now it's left up to Sipnix. Oh, that nade right off the edge. He decides, hey, let me give you a little handicap there.
Oh, if he had only blown himself up, that's great. The sawn-off doesn't even work at like this long range. It actually just does no damage. There's a fall-off on it, so I don't know what's going on here, Sipnix, but it's definitely not working. Yeah, and that's going to be the end of it. Dazed coming up with a triple kill, and iBUYPOWER, you're right. They had 2 people on this side, and they had another 2 people waiting on this side. So yeah, 4 members potentially all looking in for the middle. That's painful.
So now we've got again back to a 10-7. We see the CZs, a couple CZs and a couple P250s here for Dignitas as they are heading up there towards that banana side. Now you got the spray down there by Steel. Here's Dazed as well. He's picked up 3 so far. Now Sipnix is the last man standing. As he peeks out, causes enough damage to take out AZK. Almost so he does pick out Dazed, and then Swag has had enough. 10-8 now.
That's a lot of Glock headshots in quick succession there. Not at all bad. 10-8, and it's going to be another eco round. Couple of grenades here on the Dignitas side. I imagine this game is going to finish like 16-12 or something. I think iBUYPOWER are going to kick it into overdrive pretty soon.
Well, if we take a look, you already have Skadoodle with the AWP. He gets that pick inside of mid. And Steel's going to push out there with him. And now it's just been an onslaught there. You can see that they're just going. But Dupree says, I like the idea of those Glock headshots. Let me try to use one of those. But nades rain in from all different sides and still picks up that HE kill.
How do they land them and how do... I don't know. That's just... The Glock is not supposed to be working that well at such a distance, basically. But 10-9, and the 20th round is coming up. It includes an auto sniper from Swag, and still this AWP from Skadoodle.
Let's see where Swag is going to end up here.
I think it's going to be aggressive push as well. I think he's going to move all the way down.
See if he gets caught at any point. Nope, he's going to go ahead and hold the angle there. Next to that apartment with the pesky dog. And Skadoodle, that was a granny op. I think he processed it and said, I think I'm supposed to hit mouse 1.
That Iowa mentality again.
I should have told you that that's where he's from.
No, it's all good fun. Good return kill from Fetish, actually. Are they going to try and boost up? It looks like it. And no, they actually decided not to do that. I think they got a little bit worried that someone was pushing in. But you can boost up in these boxes and get a bit of an advantage. Dignitas on their turn, I mean, they have a pretty good lead here. They've both killed a member of the other team, but Steel is low, Swag is very, very low, and ACK's on 18 health as well. Finally, this boost comes in.
1 HP is enough, though.
It definitely is.
Oh, that fire just, and it does catch him on fire. Does he realize that? So now he's going to have to fall back, and here comes the spray. And what was a 4-on-4 has now gone switched over to a 2-on-3, with Swag still holding that 1 HP.
Yeah, he just wants to stay out of the fight with this auto sniper.
Not have the grenade out then. You should choose something that does not bounce off of walls.
Can't explode in your hand at any moment.
That's a good thing that we can't cook grenades. And no, Valve, that is not a request. We like the nades the way they are.
Just fine, right? Well, it looks like Swag and Skadoodle are both going to be able to make it out alive, so that's pretty good, and that is going to be another round here.
Sliver that he's looking at right there.
11-9. I am curious. I mean, iBUYPOWER had the right idea, and they even had the opportunity to kill a couple of Dignitas members once they came in there, but they just looked like they weren't hitting their shots on a very basic level. Now Skadoodle is going for a pretty aggressive AWPing battle down the middle there. It's going to take on Sipnix, and definitely a nice way to start off a round like this one.
I like the idea for sure, because getting that early pick, not only do you take out a member, but you help out your teammates, because there's that chance that AK could be somewhere later on to pick up there. So here comes the smart move by Cajun B, just pressing through the smoke, challenging him. That's the one time that I'll give credit for playing aggressive and chasing after kills.
Bomb goes down, and iBUYPOWER are really far away all across the map, and they don't put anyone coming up banana this time. They actually just they put everyone going straight up the CT spawn, and that's going to be interesting. That means they have Just much less of a chance to divide Dignitas' attention once they start to actually push in here. Molotov, I think they got extinguished. So thrown a little bit too far there, Fetish, but they decide it's just not worth it. There's no time. That is kind of the problem when you're all the way at this side of the map and the bomb goes down in B, then you really don't have a lot of time to fight once you get there.
Yeah, there's we can take a look and see where they end up saving it, but they will hold on to the auto snipe, AWP, and an AK. And looks like AZK, if he wanted to, he can buy his teammate a weapon as well as Skadoodle.
I'm sort of beginning to wonder if these two rifles...
Kind of forced it a little bit. There you go.
I'm sort of wondering if these rifles are beginning to be a problem for iBUYPOWER in the sense that every time they're slightly in danger, they go and save them somewhere else just to keep them alive. And as a result, you know, they end up maybe not taking the fights that they maybe could come out of here. They're both trapped weirdly behind the sandbags. Skadoodle's going to come on again. He does actually not get that shot in, so now he falls back a little bit. And Daze wants to take over. He's going to go down a Fetish, though.
Yeah, that fire, it actually pushed him out of position there. Look out, Still is trying to navigate his way through the smoke, and that's pretty good, using the mini-map to slide through, find his way.
But now, can they hold on to it over here? It's ACK and Swag. This Auto Sniper's been kept alive for so many rounds, but if they push in now, I don't see him really being able to run away. So, well, actually, he's going to move back a little bit once again. Don't take my precious Auto Sniper away. He's going to pick up the first one. Finally, it comes into play. Almost a triple, but double is still good enough. Swag down to the pit. I'll pick up a kill. I'm trying to guess the angle through here on Fetish.
So close.
I think that's a box blocking him in that corner, but the bomb goes down, and Device and Fetish going to have to try and see if they can hold on against the three members. Now, we're just going to be a 1-on-3 here. Device, I mean, the bomb isn't even planted for him. He can't even get in there to defend it.
They've seen the bomb. They probably anticipate him, but he will go get that defuse already. Nice shot. His reaction time is at another level.
Yeah, Device is one of those people, but it won't quite be enough. So, I don't know. If they'd planted the bomb out here in the normal plant, which was still a little bit difficult because Swag was shooting through from pit, but if they'd managed to do that, maybe Device could have played a strange game either from here or from up in the apartments, and it could have been more fun. But the bomb landing position simply ruled him out of that round.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you immediately call out to your teammates, saying it's a bad plant, it's a bad plant. Like, you let everyone know that it's not a default plant.
Yeah. Repeat from Skadoodle got him killed. He didn't get the first flick, even though he had some success with his last AWP adventure up in the apartments. This time it's just not nearly as fun.
It's good. I think that's a good lesson learned too, because you shouldn't be repeaking.
Swag. Oh, he holds down mouse once. He set 75. He can't find a follow-up. But ACK's there to take over where he left off. Gets the one, and that's going to be it. Swag and ACK almost exclusively or almost single-handedly finish the round there between them. And that's going to be 12-11.
So that's one of the things that Swag practices quite a bit is holding mouse one and having control over it. A lot of these gamers do that, but I had the chance to watch him just a little bit ago whenever he was warming up. That's what he does. He hops onto one of the newer aim maps that are out there where you have just bots kind of holding still, and he just sprays for a while and tries to maintain control.
It certainly seems to be working at that point. That was really cool, because he could have just fallen back and played it safe, and that would have also been all right. But it's like, now I've got this. Dupree is going to go down as well. ACK survives on 9 health. iBUYPOWER now 12-12. Starting to build up a pretty decent economy, and Dignitas, on the other hand, well, will buy whatever they can here, but it's not super impressive. They don't have the AWP, and they're also spending their whole bank basically doing this.
Yeah, so you see where they sit right now. That's been looking at it 3 rounds in a row now. They're just at that point where they start to max out their economy bonus. Flashes over the top. Look how far. It's a fiery hellway. As now you've got Steele. He's picked up one. Pushing out. They're trying to catch players off guard. And there's another firebomb. I
mean, good job on Steele's part, just picking up those 2 kills. it wasn't exactly like iBUYPOWER had envisioned. They wanted that pop flash to be the thing that got them the entry, but when it didn't happen, Steel was like, oh, just go and get more kills anyway. It's fine. Now Skadoodle, is he really going to flash him in from all the way back here? That'd be a very cool idea. Dazed actually already picks up the first kills. The flashbang is a little bit irrelevant as Dupree is the only one left, but it's still a good position to know if you want to throw a different kind of pop flash. And Skadoodle's actually going to be the one coming out from the background there, picking up the kill and making it 13-12. iBUYPOWER now just 3 rounds away from exiting first in their group.
And so here we have it. Looking at how everything's kind of set up, you've now seen that Dignitas is going to have to be on to a save. Taking a look at the earlier in the rounds, you can see that AZK, he's going to throw that smoke. It's going to end up at the base of Banana, but they're going to be pushing up over there towards Banana right now. Steel is going to have to hold it down. Skadoodle's going to be right there. You've got Dazed, who's walking towards the sandbags. He's picked up quite a few now, and he finishes off the round with 3. Skadoodle picks up 1, Steel also, and now we're 2 rounds away from saying iBUYPOWER take first in the group, and I think they're the only ones. I may be wrong. I think Na'Vi may have done it as well. Yeah, Na'Vi ended up in their group, Group A, 5-0, and it looks like whichever team ended up winning this one is going to end up 5-0, so they'll join Na'Vi at that level.
Not at all a bad statement for iBUYPOWER if they can make it out of this in such an impressive fashion. Swag up here, actually, it's going to be Dazed going down. Good return kill from Steel. He wants more, but he's not going to get it, but Swag jumping down mid-air, picks up the shot on Sipnix. No problem at all.
The game lets you do it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be rewarded for it, but it works out for him. 14-12. You've got down to this 3-on-2. Device trying to help out, narrowing down the situation. He switches over to the M4. I like this, what he's done here. Switched over to the M4. Now he may even switch back to the AWP for fun. There's Skadoodle clearing out the area. Smokes off and nades the other area. And trying to stick it. He picks up the AWP and almost comes back around to pick up the other kill. And so now Fetish says, hey, thanks for the AWP. I'll take it. Wishes he could scratch off the stickers, though.
Probably does, right? That's actually a pretty good attempt from Skadoodle. Now, the fact is, if this was earlier in the game and iBUYPOWER were a little bit more worried, they might have wanted to save that all. But they have so much money that throwing one away, it's not such a big deal.
So much money that Steel decides to go ahead and buy a Mag 7. Nice early pick there by Fetish.
And they leg Dazed jumping by as well. There's actually a lot of damage being dealt here by the Danish team. Steel waiting on top of the car with that Mag 7. He really wants someone to come and peek him through the smoke.
Yeah, Steel is actually low on money.
His teammates could have dropped for him, but they're not those kind of teammates here.
Well, thinking about it, if Steel can get kills here with this Mag 7, you get a couple of them, he'll be fine. He'll be joined up with the rest of his teammates.
Let's see. Let's check this out here. Steel, he's really ready with the pop flash. He really wants it. They're going to come and peek him, and he just goes down. So he wanted to do it. He wanted to find the right timing. And in the end, that isn't going to be the case. So Dignitas, they might bounce up to 14 rounds here.
They should probably end up. You can see that they're still trying to make an attempt until the bomb gets planted here. They have money. The only player that doesn't have money is Steel. Dupree right around the corner here. And Skadoodle says, I'm not going to check that spot.
Yeah, not interested.
And pushing up right now is going to be AZK. He's just trying to pick up the AWP.
Yeah, he should be anyway. Smokes off once. AZK's got the armor and kit, but I think he's going to run right into the waiting arms of Sipnix here. Makes a lot of noise. Yeah, no problem for Sipnix. 14-14, tied again. And now iBUYPOWER really happy about this back they have going on, because they can drop for Steel again, assuming they're feeling friendly.
Who knows?
Yeah.
They might.
Somebody did. Someone was feeling a bit friendly.
Curious, who was it?
Swag's knife is called Hello Lowlifers.
He picked up... Daze has been very friendly. He's also dropped Steel an M4. We saw the AWP earlier. And so Now we've got, we're on board here with Swag.
Days charging through the middle. Is Fetish just caught sleeping in that corner. I don't think they were expecting that kind of aggression coming out here from the CT side.
They're expecting they could possibly have pushed through mid, but not through Banana, not even through their own smoke. What's kind of interesting is iBUYPOWER doesn't usually push on the T side. They don't push through smokes. But when they're on CT side, nah, why not?
Just go for it. Still sneaking his way over into the middle. He's going to check, see if anyone's down there, but he's not going to find anyone. Dignitas have kind of lost the majority of the map control here. As long as Steel's in this position, they can't really go anywhere.
One of the things I like about what he just did there, now he needs to worry about the one play. Oh, nice shot there. Reflex into Dupree, and oh my gosh, did he just...
Yep, he did. 2 in 1 for Device and a quad kill. 27 or 26 and Dazed. Yeah, that is pretty accurate. Device. Oh my god.
Oh my. It's still going, what just happened? I'm right there with him.
Now, if you're going to win a game, this is the way to do it, right?
Yeah, so Dignitas right there. They've got sitting at game point now. So we'll see what happens. You've got Daisy going to go ahead and push up. Device, he says, you know what? I like this off. It's nice. It's been good to me. He's going to keep it.
Good
He's got this skadoodle noodle.
Good shot from Swag, actually, and he's going to keep going really aggressive here against Cajun, trying to get this AK battle in hand. I think he could have almost got knifed by Dupree, but Dupree's feeling generous and is not going to subject him to that kind of treatment. So Steel, Skadoodle, and ACK here. 3-on-3, and this is either for, well, 16-14 for Dignitas or overtime, I guess.
No,
or
it's a draw.
Well, it's going to be a draw. Yeah, of course, it's the group. Yeah,
we're still in group play, yeah.
That makes sense.
So Na'Vi may be the only team, but we'll figure out how that pans out here. 50 seconds left here in the round. Bomb is dropped. They're inside of mid. Looks like Steel is able to find himself in an M4 as AZK gets dropped. Look at Cajun B. He's actually rotating back around. 38 seconds. Will he be able to push through that smoke? Perfect timing. He pushes right through the smoke right whenever they're taking so much time. This is kind of a perfect battle. Kind of, you can see how they're pushing all along at the exact same time. Cajun B was right behind Steel, but Steel was right behind Dupree. And look out, Steel's going to check for the flank. Picks up the headshot. Now going to be down to this one-on-one. He does have a kit. Full armor here. As he comes back around, knows exactly where Dupree's at. Trying to challenge this one right now. And he peeks back around there. And Dignitas will take the group. And they'll win it so far. 5 wins in that group. And iBUYPOWER lose their last one, but they will move on into the playoffs.
Yeah, 16-14. I feel a lot of what we saw on this map here can't be taken 100% seriously from both teams. I think they weren't giving their all, I think, in this particular game.
You don't think, huh?
No, I have a sneaky suspicion that wasn't the case.
Well, let's kind of take just a moment here as we